Hi, and welcome to another EMICS web lesson. So let's start with this paragraph. Other important features of shift systems include the timing and duration of shifts, the duration of the rest of the periods between shifts, and the accumulated hours worked, a rest day. While many researchers in this area agree that there is probably no best shift system for all situations, most would support the move towards placing specific limitations on various features of shift systems. Now, let's look at the first sentence. Even before you look at the context, it's very obvious that there can only be one correct answer within these three choices. They tell you that you need to look at important features of shifts. One of the features is the accumulated hours worked something a rest day. A rest day is a day when you go to sleep, when you don't go to work and you go outside to have fun. Basically, a day you just take off from work. Would it make sense to say the hours that you work in the middle of a rest day? We just said that the rest day is when you don't go to work. So you can't possibly have hours worked in the middle of a rest day, because rest days are only for resting. If you say the accumulated hours worked after a rest day, that means that you're counting the hours that you worked after you went to rest. But is that really important yet? We need to see what the sentence is saying. They're talking about the timing, the duration, and the duration of rest periods between shifts. They're always talking about the hours that you work. If you're going to look at the hours that you worked right after a rest day, that means you need to wait even more. So what is most important is the hours that you worked before a rest day. How many hours did you work before you took that one day off? How many days did you go into work before your rest day? That is the most important. You can't work in the middle of a rest day because you're resting. And the days that you work after a rest day are not yet important because they didn't happen yet. So what's most important is what did you do before you went to take a day off? So we use before. Next we go to, while many researchers in this area agree that there is probably no something best shift system for all situations, most would support da-da-da-da-da. It's a very long sentence and it has a lot of words, but the most important point is that the researchers are saying that there's no something best shift system for all situations. If you said no more, it would mean that there are no more best situations. But we have nothing to compare this to. No more what? We never said anything before about best shift systems. We just talked about important features of shift systems, but we never said that there's a best shift system for all situations. There's nothing to compare it to, and there's no reason to say that there are no more, because we never said that there were any in the first place. So you can't use no more. No far. If you use far, it means that not only the best, but the best of the best. The most beautiful situation you could have. But again, the researchers are saying that there are no something best shift systems for all situations. If you use this word, that means that you're disagreeing with what this article or this paragraph has been telling you. So you can't really use far. It's not only an awkward word to use, but it also doesn't make sense with this context. If you say no single best way, it means that there's no way to figure out only one solution for all the problems. You know that this has to be the right answer, because right after this word, they say best shift system for all situations. This is the key point. While many researchers in this area agree that there is a problem, no single best shift system for all situations. That is the most important part. It's hard to find a single best way. Researchers are saying that there are many problems, and therefore you can't have just one best way for all situations. There might be one best way for one situation, but the researchers say there's no one best way for all of them. Thank you.